Alright, let's start it up. Oh yeah. Definitely a Subaru Boxer. That is for sure. Oh, well, here we have a review of the 2007 Subaru Impreza STI. So, this car, it's based off the rally car. And interior, not too much to speak of, as you guys have probably seen by now. But what it lacks in interior, it definitely makes up for in handling. That turbo. Oh gosh. This is just one of those cars where like you have no choice but to just smile ecstatically as you're driving it. Has quite a few things that are done to the car. Oh man, I better not stall. I will feel so bad. Steep hill. So yeah, this car, it's got 1100cc injectors, in addition to a few other things such as race comp engineering coilovers with the matching struts. It has an xenon stage 1 clutch, full clutch kit, cobb stage 2 power kit, ETS large top mount intercooler still. It's not the front mount, it's the top mount. But the car is very well put together. I believe it was tuned by Snell Performance, but I can't quite make out exactly who tuned it. This car is just overall just a great car. Interior things that are done to it, not too much. It's got the accessport V3, that's what the tune's on. And then these Sparco seatbelt holsters. I think the previous owner paid a little bit too much for them, but it's $150 for 2 of them, but it does make the seatbelt a little bit more comfortable. As far as braking, we have 4-pot Brembo brakes, and it is sitting on 17. I think it's 17-inch BBS wheels.
They're 17s.
Yeah, 17s. So actually, camera guy right now is an Evo owner, Mr. Johnson, with his Evo 9. And it's got some crazy stuff that you'll probably see pretty soon. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But yeah, today we're focused on this Impreza. So, let's get into some driving portions. Get the focus there. Alright, so yeah, EJ25, 1100cc injectors, short shift kit, I believe it is from Subaru. It's got just I'm not sure the exact name of the exhaust, but it's not terribly loud. It's actually pretty modest. So, what's it like to drive? You have your fully adjustable differential Right now I have it in auto, but you can have it from rear biased all the way up to locking, which, gosh, this torque. And believe it or not, it's actually the stock diverter valve. So they transferred over the stock diverter valve from the stock intercooler to the ETS intercooler, and it doesn't make that huge a difference performance-wise, just because we're still below the 420, 430 wheel horsepower mark, where that becomes actual consideration. Like a blowout valve will seriously like improve the reliability and the other thing of your engine. That's definitely going into the outtakes. But yeah, driving it, it's just got surprisingly linear power band. It gets into boost quite early, right around 2,500 RPM is where this specific car starts to get into boost. And then it's pretty linear all the way through. Like, you feel the torque, you're definitely being pulled back into your seat, but it's nothing where it's like scary coming on all at once like it does in an Evo. So yeah, it's definitely a fun car to drive. It handles perfectly well. One thing that does get confusing is as you're going through and you're in a turn and you start to understeer a little bit, to fix that, you just mat it. And it like pins you to your chair, and like all of a sudden the car just gets this grip that you wouldn't really expect it to have before, but it is happy going through turns. It's really just a great car if you ask me. Slightly better than an Evo, but I guess I'm a biased party in this.
Definitely not.
Nah, we'll see. Actually, let's go straight here. XZT Stage 1 clutch kit is a little bit stiff. Realistically, it's really stiff. The engage point is pretty high to the top, but you can adjust the actual pedal height underneath the pedal assembly itself in the car. So if it's ever something that gets too concerning, you can go through and manually fix that yourself. Which honestly, in driving this car just a little bit, I've already pretty much gotten used to the whole issue with like the clutch being really stiff and the engage point being really high. At first I thought, oh, maybe the clutch is slipping, but it seriously bites down. So pros of this car so far, oh yeah, it's definitely got the handling and the power that you would really like in an all-wheel drive car. Issues, honestly, right now seems like the tune, there's a little bit of rev hang just when you're not under load and the car's moving. It's almost like the engine thinks that it's in gear, so it's putting in a little bit too much fuel, but that's easily corrected with the tune. So yeah, big things with this car. The interior, it comes stock with Sparco. I believe it's Sparco based seats, and you also have your little Sparco seatbelt holster. It's got the deadly Takata airbags, but they did a full recall on that. This one has the airbag and the steering wheel fixed. And moving to the exterior of the car, there's two things that really stand out in this car. First one is the massive hood scoop that you see on the Blob Eye, Bug Eye, and the Hawkeye STI. And then the wing in the back. It has, as my buddy just pointed out, it actually does look a little bit like a car. If you're not used to it and you're looking back, you're like, oh, there's a car right on me. But it's actually just the wing. It's definitely a fun car though. It looks like it belongs on the dirt doing a rally, but I guess that's the entire point with the STI. And when it comes down to it, it's not just a purely cosmetic mod. It actually has the purpose to back it up. As we go around this roundabout, And I start understeering and I cannot accelerate because there's a tiny little Mini Cooper who really wants to drive at 15 miles an hour. Gosh darn it, Mini. So yeah, overall this car, impressions of it, it's got great handling, great reliability. Does not have the same interior that you would expect on a newer car. There's no like carbon fiber accents. It's very like down to business, making sure that everything that's in the car is there for like functionality and purpose, which is really nice. It's a nice change from the Civic. And when you want it to, it will just get right into boost. As long as you're above that 2,500 RPM mark, you'll immediately start building boost. So yeah, that has been the review of this 2007 Hawkeye STI. It is pretty modestly built, if you ask me. There's probably going to be some future things coming down the road. But with that said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want me to do other videos, just let me know what you want to see. And let's get right into this secondary cinematic clip.